Did you know that red rice exists but means different things from Bhutan to southern India to South Carolina? Let's talk about the history of red rice. Now, rice the grain has roots going back years ago. Now, let's talk about our first distinction here. Red rice, kind of like this one here, actually appears red, and it's all due to anthocyanins, which is the same thing that makes blueberries look blue. This variety is grown across Asia and parts of Africa, and it is whole grains or semi-milled, so it makes it a little bit more nutritionally dense, and it gives it kind of a chewier texture too. In Bhutan, rice has been grown there since about the 7th or 9th century in glacial-fed terraces in the Himalayas. Google that. It is picturesque. It is a sight to see. And a common dish there, it's eaten as kind of a spicy dish with chilies and cheese. Sounds delish. Then we're scooting over to Kerala, India, where this variety is known as mata rice or rose mata, which has been a regional staple since the Dravidian era. And then not pictured here, but in ancient China, there is a red yeast rice. This is actually a white rice, but it's fermented with a red mold. And it's been used since the Tang Dynasty as both a food coloring and medicine. So it's got some cool arts and crafts and medicinal properties. Then we head to 18th century in South Carolina, and enslaved West Africans were already equipped with such rice cultivating knowledge, and they were used for labor to make and grow more rice. But with that came their own traditions, and so this known now as Charleston red rice, a derivative of jollof rice. This is a one-pot dish cooked with tomatoes, and you can see some peppers and bacon or sausage. And so the interesting thing here, it is called red rice, but it's the tomato that gives it that color. It actually starts as white rice, which is Carolina Gold. This was all passed down from the Gullah Geechee people, and this became a cornerstone of Black Southern foodways. If you aren't familiar with either of these rices, Lotus Foods, a rice company that actually is really sustainable, ethical. In 1995, they brought this Bhutanese red rice to the US. Hippies were like, totally, man, this seems great. And if you weren't familiar with Charleston red rice before, maybe you saw it in High on the Hog, a Netflix show, or there's a recipe that's floating around from the late Dr. Maya Angelou. And if you want to learn more about the history of all the types of red rice, you can check that out on YouTube at the I Am Sprung channel, or you can listen as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Just search for Sprung on Food.